I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
The nightmare. Ugh, this is gonna get rough.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
But I died. What am I doing here? Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie.
Cheat.
I don't think lying and cheating is a thing. She was very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
So this is the voice of paranoia. Okay.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
We're gonna approach the mirror.
You walk up to...
What are you talking about?
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
So, are there some princesses that we should kill and some that we should keep? Because so far I've been keeping them all. Did he make it go away? Paranoia isn't... Let's take the blade this time.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Okay.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back? She must have you confused with someone else.
You really don't remember, do you? It doesn't matter, we need a game plan. We know we can't just go down there unprepared.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. I don't know. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Step off into the void or continue down the stairs in silence. Let's do that.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable.
You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement.
We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
So, I do see, if you take the right path, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's 2 eyes there. Go back where you came, do nothing, go left, go right. Should we go to where the blinking eyes are? Let's do it. That's
You
right.
turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought a little knife with you. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think!
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Oh!
As your blood begins to coagulate, it's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves, heart, lungs. What are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
You sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Nerves,
Can't decide what you want to do, can you?
liver.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Liver. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Heart, lungs. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late. Liver.
Oh, why won't you finish me off? What good am I
Nerves.
to you alive? What do you want from me? What happens after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you? No. You're a lunatic, you know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? That might not be bad. How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies, we can work together. Nope. We don't have to be enemies. Nope. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. Toss the blade and remain with your nut. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave, and I'm not going to try. So this is a result of me not taking action. Like not being in the middle, kind of just. So I'm gonna continue to still be in the middle and see what happens.
Are you serious? Liver, nerves, heart. You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission. Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not?
Liver.
I am what I am, and you're always going to be a coward.
Uh-oh.
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down. You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, A million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken.
No, 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 no.
Let me out.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment. Gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger. Rage. Distance. Poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No, 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 no. No, no. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
Oops, I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Oh, your body is dead, but you live on. Chapter 3! Wait, oh. The moment of clarity.
You're on a path in the... Shit! Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much of anything. No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever, I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
Oh boy. I feel so disjointed. I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can slay her. Let's just proceed to the cabin.
You slowly make your way through the umbral forest, bumping against unseen trees as you grasp through the darkness for a way forward. But eventually, you do make it to the cabin. Or rather, you make it to the place a cabin should have been. Instead, all you find is an empty hill. No, this isn't right.
Oh?
There's a cabin there. There's always supposed to be a cabin there. Don't ask him about the mirror. He always says he never sees it.
He always lies. And he always makes it gone. Stay focused. You still have a job to do, and it's best not to be distracted by fraying thoughts. There is no mirror. You know that as well as I do.
So, there is a mirror, definitely.
She's still here, buried deep inside the earth. Just walk up the hill. You always give too much space to the others. It's why you always lose.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up the hill, hesitating just beyond the bounds of the cabin. The cabin that isn't there. You've got to clean the mirror, haven't you? You've got to see what's in it. Smash it to pieces.
She's on the other side.
Do it.
We have to let her out. It's the only way we can be free.
It's the only way we can have our thoughts back. Just go around it. Just do something. It doesn't matter what. Proceed. Proceed to where? I'm afraid you're going to have to be a little more specific. That's a new one. Do you think it'll work? Of course it'll work. He always makes the best decisions. It's why he gets to make them, and it already has worked. It's gone, don't you see?
We're one step closer to her.
The interior of the cabin is much the same as the exterior of the cabin. A dull, fuzzy, dreamlike nothing. It's empty and isolating, but there's just enough vague shape and unknown texture to suggest the structure therein. Wrong and unsettling as it may be, the only object of note is a pristine blade buried in the dirt floor, a hint of its shining edge teasing through the sediment. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you're going to do this right. Take it. It's the only way forward.
You take the blade, or you have to take the blade, or take the blade. You've already tried everything else. Don't you remember? These are blacked out. You have to take the blade. I wonder if
You
there
reach
was...
down to take the blade, but as you do, the ground beneath it shifts, the weapon sinking deep into the earth. You lean over the hole and gaze into the abyss. It is so very deep, deep in the bowels of the earth. You see something staring back at you. It's her. She's watching us. She never stops watching us.
You really are a coward.
With every word she speaks, the princess in the pit blinks closer.
I was joking when I said that way back when. You know that, right?
Closer.
I was having some fun, and I guess I wanted to see if I could melt you.
And closer.
Watching over me forever? That was so brave.
And closer.
But forever is so long. And time erodes everything. Except for me. I've already taken your will, and you're not getting it back. All that's left is for you to take me in and let me out. It'll be so much fun. You and me, together, exploring the world and spreading fear wherever we go. Well, mostly just me. But you'll get to be there too. A witness. I can even make you a little cage if you want. Gilded and everything. Now don't pose. Don't try to resist. I've already molded you into what I need. And you lost your power so long ago. Don't bother working yourself into a frenzy to get it back.
Do something. Do anything that isn't taking her hand.
Just take her hand and set her free. I can't. You're just an object. You're a tool. Oh wait. No. I literally have to do this.
You extend your hand to hers. For all her past cruelties, the moment feels gentle, tender even. I can't believe you just made me say that. I hate you. The motion is difficult at first, as if something still resists your efforts. But then that resistance gives way, and it's over.
And that's the end. I wonder what we're going to do next. I didn't think I'd be so tired. Why is it so cold?
Ah. You do not get the chance to respawn, nor will
She's
you
gone.
ever.
Yeah. I can finally think again.
That mirror's back. What does that mean for us? I'm sure it'll be whisked away just like her. Maybe it won't be gone. Things are different now, aren't they? Doesn't seem like there's much else to do here.
Finally, we can smash it.
Oh, will you stop with the smashing? What do we say, boys? One last vain attempt to look at ourselves. Yeah, I think seems we've got a majority. All that's left is to give it a look.
You step towards the mirror once more. Its secrets remain hidden, its mysteries remain unsolved.
Something tells me that this is the end of the line. But I don't feel bad about it. I'm ready. It feels okay. The fear's gone. I'm done fighting. My heart feels quiet. The game was always going to end. I'll be free of all of you. I'm ready for the truth. I'm ready to sleep.
I'm just ready to be anywhere that isn't here. Boys, it's been an honor.
Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've unraveled. That's probably not good. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Oh, you're at the cabin.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Is that a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you know? Do you want to tell me? There's trees and stairs and there are people, I think, at least. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you have thoughts on this vessel?
This one is awaiting Ma, an inevitable destination where all roads end. She will make for a wise heart. Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Huh. Okay. Do you know what's going to happen when you awaken?
If I did, I would already be awake.
I don't know. I feel like some of them does. Yeah, some I'll try to exhaust all the dialogue here. Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight
I'm
answer?
sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
I figured that. Uh, d- um, do you think that anything is real out there? When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Uh, he does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does, he does, he does, he does. They all say he does. I don't know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. And when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. Sure.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves. 1.
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
Alright, that's it. So I have to bring
the
her.
next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Alright, so this is it. This is the last run through we can do here.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going... oh. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
No,
Ignore
slay
him.
them.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Alright, let's proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is the blade is your implement.
I am not gonna take the blade again.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly, her voice softly.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Alright. I'm here to save you. Just check. We haven't done high. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Let's do high.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
No, you're doing the right thing.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Alright, and if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
Okay.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Not really trying to do that.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
You attempt to make your way out of the base.
Is someone else here?
Hey, let me out of here. Try the door. Or return to the bottom of the stairs. We've tried both of these. Oh! Alright, what's your turn to the bottom?
To the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
Easier for whom?
Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her lips as she rips her flesh from her bone. A sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
We have not slayed the princess yet. Yeah, when the itch. Yeah, literally. We have done almost everything. But slay the princess. I'm gonna. I'm gonna
Fine.
save her again. But this time.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal.
No, she didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
We can warn her and that's it. Or slay her. I think as this is the final run through that we have, I think we should put it to a vote. The chat, let's let the chat vote. We have not slain her yet, but if there's a time to slay her, it will be now. So I'm gonna put up a vote. You guys vote whether I slay the princess or warn her and go down the happy or semi, I guess, happy trail once again. We're gonna get this. We're gonna get the. Just give me a couple seconds, and we'll get this poll up here. We'll have 2 minutes to place your votes in there, and then whatever we go with here, that'll be the last, I guess, vessel to choose from. I don't know if... Hang on. Yeah, I might try to do this here. Because I think the way it's set up right now, you have to use channel points. Let me see if I can do it without channel points. Let's see here. Stream. Alright. That pull, the second pull should be up. This pull shouldn't require any channel points in order to be able to access this one. Let's see here. Alright, we got about 30 seconds left in the poll. And let me see what it is. Alright, poll has been closed. Alright, the poll is to slay her. We're gonna slay her.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast.
Oh!
She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time? I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
It can't just end like this.
Right?
As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright, well, chapter 2, The Witch. Uh-oh.
You're on a path. You're here to slay her.
Alright.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Alright.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happened to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's approach the mirror first.
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door.
What are you talking about?
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
So take the blade.
Take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
Alright, so we have the opportunist here with us.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair. The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. Her voice skitters up from below.
Uh-oh.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
Oh, she's pissed. I'm not nasty. Hello. Well, I'm not
But
nasty.
you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
She must have you confused with someone else. She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation.
I don't know about that.
You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions? Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk? You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine. You're the boss. Thank you. You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
Okay. She got like a
And
tail.
there you are. One hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp blade, no doubt.
That's no fair. How would she know that?
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
She's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. Do you remember us then? Do you remember last time? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
I'm sorry about last time. Look, I made a mistake. We all make mistakes, right? I'm sure you've made mistakes. Don't worry, the blade isn't for you, or not for killing you. We've got to get you out somehow, right? I get the sense you're not happy with me. I died last time. You didn't. If anyone here should be trusted, it's you. Look, I know things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. That's not terrible. Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out here? I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade. Jeez, there's a lot of choices. I don't trust you, not enough to free you, and definitely not enough to get close to you. I'm leaving. Bye. I'd like to be straightforward with my intentions. I didn't care for how you treated me last time, and I think you might be a danger to the world. Uh, I'm going to attack you now. Slay the princess. Slay the princess. I kind of like the team up one, but look, I know things got messy last time, but I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up. Ugh. I don't think she'll bite for that one though.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? All right. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And
Oh, shoot. Damn.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
Don't worry, the blade isn't for you. I'm getting the sense you're not happy with me. I died last time. You didn't. I guess I'll cut you out of here. Can't you get out of those? Stop. Why do I have a nagging feeling you're gonna stab me in the back if I help you get out of here?
why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do.
She could easily kill me.
You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back.
Oh, I think she is
that
going
depends
to.
on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing. See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
I think she is gonna stab me in the back. I died last time. You didn't. If anyone here shouldn't be trusted, it's you. Can't you get out of those on your own? Those chains didn't stop you last time.
Oh, of course. They're nothing to me.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist. She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
I'm sorry about last time. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture. Give her the blade. I'm just asking for it if I give her the blade here. I don't trust you, not enough to free you, not enough. Leave her in the basement. I'll give her the blade, whatever.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. Abstain? You abstain? She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
This isn't a democracy. We're giving her the blade. Give her the
You're going to
blade!
get everyone killed. You know that,
F it!
right? But of course you do.
They even gave me a second chance to not give her the blade.
You toss the blade at the princess's feet.
Oh.
She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose. We're both scared and we're both hurting. If one of us doesn't make a change, we'll probably kill each other forever. Do you want that? I don't. We can be better than this. You're beautiful. I want to actually save you, and this feels like the only way to do so. If you're like someone I know, you're probably going to kill me. That's up to you. I think it's up to her. Let's do it.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
Oh!
Then she buries the blade in your heart. What? No. No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn. Oh! We went to a chapter 3 though here. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods.
She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us.
Voice of the cheated.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent. Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try.
Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right? Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
Great, so you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once.
Twice, actually.
Sure. Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
Oh jeez. We're even now. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself.
Good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room. I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in what plan? The decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself.
Sure, we'll see what she has to say for herself, but don't forget that whatever she says is likely just as much lies as what he's been telling us. We should keep our cards close to our chest.
If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is. You should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
Alright, let's go to the cabin. Enough
It isn't long
chit
before
chat.
you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good... Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
Alright, proceed to the cabin. This is it.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. but beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old. The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table, a pristine... Wait, this isn't right. This is supposed to be a pristine blade. Why, we gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
Uh-oh.
Well, it's not here. And if she has it... Let me guess. You want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do. I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work. Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
Alright, let's approach the mirror.
You stepped forward. It went away when we touched it last time. Not that this place always follows the same rules. You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing? Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it? Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Enter the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease, at least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
Uh-oh. So
I'd
we're
say
not
this
going to
feels
be
like
able
a
to get
trap,
out.
But you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going. They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage. Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
I want to figure out a way out of here. I don't know what I want. I never really chose to come here. I want to free you. I just want to really talk. So I'm between I don't know what I want or I just want to talk, really talk. Let's go
I
with this
think
one.
you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation. At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Yeah, I'm here to laugh. What did you think would happen after you killed me? Not that one. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you if you'll let me. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade. I don't mind that one. Reach for the blade. You're in prison of your own making. I broke our cycle of violence. I guess I don't have anything left to say. Fine, if you're going to be like that, no. I can cut you free, but you'll have to give me the blade.
And I'm supposed to believe it's safe in your hands? That you aren't just saying what you need to say in order to fool me and save yourself?
You're not the only one yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together. If there's nothing I can say to change your mind, reach for the blade. You're in prison of your own making. I guess I don't have anything left. Fine, if you're gonna be like that, I'm going to leave. Turn and leave. Ex you're not the only one who yearns for freedom, sure.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us, but it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Is there nothing I can say to change your mind? Can I take the blade now? Reach for the blade.
Her eyes briefly meet yours, then dart back to the floor. She hangs her head in resignation.
Okay.
Okay, reach for the blade.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it. We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1.
It's 2 against 2.
You don't count.
And why shouldn't he count?
Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
Do we do the right thing here? Slay the princess, cut her free. I just wanted my blade back. You're on your own and leave? That would be crazy. I'm gonna cut her free.
What a good idea. Let's cut her free.
Oh, so you're suddenly team free her? You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess. Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions. Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade. Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning. The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
Of course I did. I just really hate the people who put us here. Yeah.
Me too.
She smiles. her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
It's locked.
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Yup.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine. They're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting. We can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Step into the... Cut into the thorns or step into the thorns. I'll step right into them.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this? It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted. You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
Step into freedom. That's the only choice I got.
Hands clasped, the two of you open the door and step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going? Why is it so cold?
There's the hands. Alright, so this is it. This is the final bit here.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again.
Of course you're scared. This is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here
But
before.
it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. If they think it's bad, I'm with them. Okay. So, this is all going to work out. Finally. We're going places.
Alright, let's do it. You approach the mirror, gaze into the reflection. Since they're gone once again, the mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all. Uh-oh. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You're refocus, you gaze, and then you see a figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection.
I think you know what I am.
It's the narrow. Uh-oh! The crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass. Oh shit. There he is! And then another crack form. Okay. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if I'd ever get to see
The
you.
narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Oh! What are you? Are you something like me?
I'm nothing like you. I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Uh-oh. I only get limited questions here. Okay. I've met you so many times. Have you been the same all along?
I haven't.
That's a good one.
And that's by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Okay.
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Oh God. Every time I asked you something, it's like a piece of you breaks.
I'm aware. And if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Oh God. I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when the pieces... No, I don't want that. Does it... No. I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. Will it help if I look away or stop asking
We've
questions?
already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now. Not that there's ever been much of me to save.
Oh God! Okay, so you do know about the looping so many of the time. Okay, no. There's so many. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
What would it be like to live in a world without her? Whenever I've tried getting answers out of you before, you've been absolute. Why suddenly so open? Are you a part of me? No. Why couldn't you have told me from the start? So you do know about the looping. What's at the bottom here? Destroy the mirror. And what is my true identity? The people out there beyond the walls of the country, do they know about this? I don't know. They is bolded, so I'll
Of
pick
course
that
not.
one.
The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Oh God.
Yes, you will, but it will all be worth it.
Why would you want me to destroy the concept of
Because
a
among other things, she is death itself. To rid the world of suffering, to save untold trillions from being lost forever to the cosmic wind, she must be destroyed.
I don't know. You're still not selling me. Oh, okay. Explore. If I destroy her, how is existence better for
When
death?
I broke the
Sure.
cycle, I made sure that the tear was rough. You carry a part of what should be her, and she carries a part of what should be you. Things won't be as they are now, but they won't be nothing either. Besides, anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave.
Here it comes. I think you're out of time.
So I am. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echoes always fade away. You know what you have to do.
As the final fragment of glass shatters, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent God, and it is finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long. and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I'm the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Open the doors! Open! There's so many stories were left unfinished. Can we really just leave? Don't you have a say in all this? Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions. If I let you out, an entire world ends for good. Nope. If you were always going to become this, then what was the point of me doing anything? There has to be another way. This can't be it. Slay the princess. I think it's time for us to leave this place, but I don't know how to leave or where to go. Yeah, let's do that.
Nothing brings me greater joy than to hear those words. The final piece lies with you.
Free! Go and be free! You fall into yourself. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in your limbs. You once couldn't fathom. Everything here, except for her, is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumpled, and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can't feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you. Oh, you can feel it. Confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it does not yield.
I love you.
Take the hand. All at once, the unyielding tension breaks. You are free, and she is with you.
It's magnificent.
There are no words, no thoughts to describe absolute reality. Something that is simple is what's happening now. Step into the infinite. Just YOLO it at this point. Oh? You and she step forward into the 1,000 dawns and 1,000 sunsets, each of which contain 1,000 more. You exist, and you are aware, just as you have always been, and just as you always will be. Though conflict is in your nature, the two of you will never be alone, and the two of you will never know fear. You and she are finally home. That was it. Alright, well, there you have it. Slay the princess. I don't think we slayed the princess, and I think we got a good ending. I mean, the way I saw this, right, is I don't know. There was a lot actually. There was actually a lot in this game, but oh, thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for special players just for you. If you like, you can hide the UI by hitting. Okay, cool. I don't know what this is. Return to the main menu. Very cool. Very cool. Wait, continue? Oh, I don't think this was anything. Okay. How do I get out of here? Quit? Maybe? Well, the Ender eyes on me. Okay, well, I just want to make sure there's nothing. Okay, cool. So, the way I saw it, right, is you could either choose, you know, like, balance, and just, like, even though, like, you're destroying worlds and things, like, things are the way that they're supposed to be, and that, you shouldn't really try to change the outcome of things like that. So I think if you save the princess, I kind of like viewed it that way. And then if you went with the crow, you were gonna try to do was what is best for kind of everybody, and even if it's at the cost of like throwing things kind of out of balance. That's how I saw it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I had a lot of fun with it. And yeah, there's a deep game. I'm sure I didn't capture everything that I needed to. There's just so many different ways you could play this game. So that was truly enjoyable. Tomorrow we will be back with the mortuary assistant. We got some work to clean up there as well. So we'll be tackling that. That'll be at 7 o'clock tomorrow. Feel free to check out the other socials such as TikTok and YouTube for clips and just the highlights of the stream. Thank you guys all for tuning in today, and I will